Good morning, students. I am Ankit Dalela, Assistant Professor, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, BBD University, Lucknow. We will continue with the last topic of 8086 programming. Programming with an assembler. The procedure of handling code 8086 programs is somewhat tedious. Hence, in general, a programmer may find it difficult to get a correct listing of the machine codes. So in this video, we will see some examples of the programs in 8086. This programming procedure is called as machine level programming. The obvious disadvantages of level programming are the process is complicated and time consuming. The chances of error being committed are more at the machine level in hand coding and entering the program byte by byte into the system. Debugging a program at the machine level is more difficult. The programs are not understood by everyone and the results are not stored in a user-friendly form. A program called assembler is used to convert the mnemonics of instructions along with the data into their equivalent object code modules. These object code modules may further be converted in executable code using the linker and loader programs. This type of programming is called level programming. In assembly language programming, the mnemonics are directly used in the user programs. The assembler performs the task of coding. Adam- Advantages of assembly language over machine language are the programming in assembly language is not so complicated as in machine language because the function of coding is performed by an assembler. The chances of error being committed are less because the mnemonics are used instead of numerical opcodes. It is easier to enter an assembly language program. As the mnemonics are purpose suggestive, the debugging is easier. The constants and address locations can be labeled with suggestive labels, hence imparting a more friendly interface to the user. Advanced assemblers provide facilities like macros, lists, etc., making the task of programming much easier. Memory control is in the hands of users as in machine language. Results may be stored in a more user-friendly form. The flexibility of programming is more in assembly language programming as compared to machine language because of advanced facilities available with the modern assemblers. Basically, the assembler is a program that converts an assembly input file, also called as source file, to an object file that can further be converted into machine codes or an executable file using a linker. The recent versions of the assembler are designed with many facilities like macro assemblers, numerical processor assemblers, procedures, functions, and so on. While writing a program for an assembler, your first step will be to use a text editor and type the program listing prepared by you. Then check the listing typed by you for any typing mistake and syntax error. Before you quit the edited program, do not forget to save it. Once you save the text file with any name, you are free to start the assembly process. A number of text editors are available throughout this video. The NE is used. Consider a program of addition of 2 bytes. The same program is written along with some syntax modifications in it for MASM. Directives and pseudo ops used have been told. Now type the file name. It will be seen on the screen. Press any of the keys. Note that for every assembly language program, the extension .asm must be there. Though every time the assembler does not use the complete name kmb.asm and uses just kmb to handle the file, the extension shows that it is an assembly language program file. Even if you enter a file name without the .asm extension, the assembler searches for the file, and if it is not available, it issues a message, file not found. So here we will see some examples of the program. But before it, we'll see how to assemble a program. Microsoft Assembler MASM is an easy to use and popular assembler. In this video, we deal with the MASM. If any of the command option is entered, the screen displays. If you do not enter the file name to be assembled at the command line, then you may enter it as a source file name. The source file name is to be typed in the source file name line with or without the extension .asm. The valid file name entry is accepted with a pressure of enter key. On the next line, the expected .obj file name is to be entered, which creates the object file of the assembly language program. The .obj file is created with the entered name and the .obj extension. If no file name is entered for it before pressing enter key, the new .obj file is created with the same name as source file and extension .obj. The .obj file contains the coded object modules of the program to be assembled. On the next line, a file name is entered for the expected listing file of the source file in the same way as the object file name was entered. The listing file is automatically generated in the assembly process. The listing file is identified by the entered or source file name and an extension .lst. This file now contains the total offset map of the source file, including labels, offset addresses, opcodes, memory allotment for various labels and directives, and relocation information. The cross-reference file name is also entered in the same way, and this file is used for debugging the source program. It contains the statistical information size of the file in bytes, number of labels, list of labels, routines to be called, etc. about the source program. After the cross-reference file name is entered, the assembly process starts. If the program contains syntax errors, they are displayed using error code number and the corresponding line number at which they appear. Once these syntax errors and warnings are taken care of by the programmer, the assembly process is completed successfully. The successful assembly process may generate the .obj, .lst, and .crf files, which may further be used by the linker programmer to link the object modules and generate an executable .exe file from .obj file. The DOS linking program link.exe links the different object modules of a source program and function library routines to generate an integrated executable code of the source program. The main input to the linker is the .obj file that contains the object modules of the source programs. Other supporting information may be contained from the files generated by MASM. The .obj extension is a must for a file to be accepted by the link as a valid object file. The first option may generate a display asking for the object file, list file, and libraries as inputs and an expected name of the .exe file to be generated. The other option also generates the similar display but will not ask for the .obj file name as it is already specified at the command line. If no file names are entered for these files by default, the source file name is considered with different extensions. In the advanced version of MASM, the complete procedure of assembling and linking is combined under a single menu invocable compile function. Debug.com is a DOS utility that facilitates the debugging and troubleshooting of assembly language programs. In case of personal computers, all the processor resources and memory resource management functions are carried out by the operating system. Hence, users have very little control over the computer hardware at lower levels. The debug utility enables you to have the control of these resources up to some extent. The debug command at DOS prompt invokes this facility. A valid command is accepted using the enter key. The program debug may be used either to debug a source program or to observe the results of execution of an exe file with the help of the lst file and the above commands. The .lst file shows the offset address allotments for result variables of a program in the particular segment. After execution of the program, the offset address of the result variables may be observed using the D command. The results available in the registers may be observed using the R command. Thus, the debug offers a reasonably good platform for troubleshooting, executing, and observing the results of the assembly language programs. After studying these programs, it is expected that the reader would have got a clear idea about the use of different directives, pseudo-ops, and their syntaxes. And now we'll start with the program. So first, it is the largest number in a data array. So as you can see in the program, we have started with the effective address 0101, move AX, 0000. It initializes the value for comparison. Then in 0104 address, we have the mnemonic BE00, 02, move SI, 0200, memory address in SI. SI is the index register. Next is 0107 8B, 0C. Mnemonic is move CX, square bracket SI. It is the count in CX. Next is in 0109, we have the mnemonic 46 with the label back. INCSI, it increments the SI. Next is in location 010A, mnemonic 46, we have INCSI, it increments SI. Then 010B, mnemonic 3B04, we have CMPAX, square brackets SI. It compares the previous largest number with the next number. Then we have 010D with the mnemonic code 073,02. We have JAE go. Jump if number in AX is greater, that is CF is equal to 0. Then is 010F 8B04. We have the mnemonic move AX, square brackets SI. It saves the next larger number in AX. Then is 0111 E2, F6. Label go. Loop back. Jump to back until CX becomes 0. Then is 0113. Mnemonic codes A3, 51 and 02. Mnemonic move square bracket 0251, AX. It stores the largest number in memory. And the last code is 0116. Mnemonic code CC. The mnemonic is INT3, which is the interrupt program. So the given data array is 8341, 7258, 4639, 8453, and 9630. These are hexadecimal numbers. Since there are 5 16-bit numbers in a given data array, the count is 0005. Two consecutive memory locations store a 16-bit number, that is 2 bytes of a 16-bit number. The data fed in the memory are given as 0200 is 05H, 0201 is 00H, 0202 is 41H, 0203 is 83H, 0204 is 58H, 0205 is 72H, 0206 is 39H, 0207 is 46H, 0208 is 53H, 0209 is 84H, 020A is 30H, and 020B is 96H. And the result is in location 0251 30H, and in location 0252 it is 96H. A 16-bit number is stored in two consecutive memory locations. The result is 9630H, being the largest number in the given data array. It is stored in the location 0251 and 0252. At 010T effective memory address, 73H is the opcode of JAE instruction. 02 is displacement at the effective location 010E. The program execution jumps from the effective location 010E to 0111H if the carry flag CF is equal to 0. Therefore, displacement is a 02. There is a loop instruction at the effective location 0111H. The program execution jumps from the effective location 0112H to 0109H. In this case, the displacement is 10 memory locations back. That is, displacement is equal to 0A. The 2's complement of 0 is A is F6, which has been given at the effective memory address 0112H. Now comes the next program, smallest number in a data array. So in this program, we have started with the effective address 0101. We have the mnemonic code B8 FF and FF. Mnemonic is move AX comma FFFF. We have initialized the value for comparison. Next address is 0104. Mnemonic code BE 00 and 02. Mnemonics are move SI comma 0200. Memory address in SI 0107. Mnemonic code is 8B0C. Mnemonic move CX comma square bracket SI. The count is in CX now. Next location 0109. Mnemonic code 46. Label back. Mnemonic INC SI. Increment SI. 010A. Mnemonic code 46. Mnemonic INC SI again. It's increment SI. Then address 010B. Mnemonic code 3B04. Mnemonic CMP AX comma square brackets SI. Compare previous smallest with next number. Now the address 010D, mnemonic code 72 and 02, mnemonic JB go. Jump if number in AX is smaller, that is CF is equal to 1. Now the address 010F, mnemonic code 8B, 04, mnemonic move AX, square brackets SI, save next smaller. Then address is 0111, code is E2, F6, label go, mnemonic loop back, jump to back until CX becomes 0. Then address 0113, A3, 51 and 02, mnemonic move, square bracket 0251, AX, store the smallest number in memory. And the last address is 0116, mnemonic code is CC, mnemonic is INT3 for interrupt program. The given data array is 8341, 7258, 4639, 8453 and 9630, and these all are hexadecimal numbers. As there are 5 16-bit numbers in the given data array, the count is 0005. 2 consecutive memory locations store a 16-bit number, that is 2 bytes of a 16-bit number. The data fed in the memory is 0200 is 05. In 0201 we have 00H. In 0202 we have 41H. In 0203 we have 83H. In 0204 we have 58H. In 0205 we have 72H. In 0206 we have 39H. In 0207 we have 46H. In 0208 we have 53H. In 0209 we have 84H. In 020A we have 30H. And in 020B we have 96H. And the result is in location 0251 39H and 0252 46H. A 16-bit number is stored in 2 consecutive memory locations. The result is 4639H, being the smallest number in the given data array. It is stored in the location 0251 and 0252. At 010D effective location, 72H is the opcode of the JB instruction. 02 is the displacement at the effective memory location 010E. The program execution jumps from the effective memory location 010E to 0111H if the array flag CF equal to 1. Therefore, the displacement is 02. There is loop instruction at the effective memory location 0111H. The program execution jumps from the effective memory location 0112H back to 0109H. In this case, the displacement is 10 memory locations back. That is, displacement is 0A. The 2's complement of 0A is F6, which has been shown at the effective memory location 0112H. Next program is the largest 8-bit number in an 8-bit data array. So here again we have the program starting from the location 0101. Code is B0,00, mnemonic move AL,00, initial value for comparison. Next address is 0103, mnemonic code is BE00 and 02. Mnemonic is move SI,0200, memory address in SI. Next is 0106, mnemonic code is 8B,0C, and the mnemonic is move CX, square brackets SI, count in CX. Next address is 0108, mnemonic code is 46, mnemonic INC SI, increment SI. Next address is 0109, code is 46, label back, mnemonic INC SI, which means increment SI. Next address is 010A, mnemonic code is 3A04, mnemonic is CMP AL, square brackets SI. Compare previous largest number with next number. Next address is 010C, mnemonic code is 73,02, mnemonic is JAE go. Jump if number in AL is larger, that is CF is equal to 0. Next is 010E, mnemonic code 84 and 04, mnemonic move AL, square brackets SI, save new larger. Next address is 0110, mnemonic code E2 and F7, label go, mnemonic loop back, jump to back until CX becomes 0. Next address is 0112, mnemonic code A2, 51 and 02, mnemonic move square bracket 0251, AL, store the largest number in memory. And the last location 0115, we have code CC, which is INT3, interrupt program. At the location 0111H, there is a backward displacement of 9, that is -9. Its 2's complement is F7. At 010D, memory location 02 is forward displacement. The given data array is 54, 83, 59, A2, 86, and B9. These numbers are hexadecimal numbers and they are stored as in location 0200 we have the 06 count, 0201 we have 00, 0202 we have 54H, in 0203 we have 83H, in 0204 we have 59H, in 0205 we have A2H, in 0206 we have 86H, in 0207 we have B9H, and the result is in location 0259, which is B9H. Now comes the next program, smallest 8-bit number in an 8-bit array. So here again we have started with the effective address 0101. We have the mnemonic code B0FF, mnemonic move AL, FF, initial value for comparison. 0103 location we have code BE00 and 02, mnemonic move SI, 0200, memory address in SI. In location 0106 we have code 8B and 0C, mnemonic move CX, square brackets SI, count in CX. Then we have 0108, code is 46, mnemonic INC SI, which means increment SI. Then location 0109, code 46, label back, mnemonic INC SI, increment SI. In effective address 010A, code is 3A,04, mnemonic CMP AL, square brackets SI. Compare previous smallest number with next number. Then we have 010C, code 72 and 02, mnemonic JB, go. Jump if number in AL is smaller, that is CF is equal to 1. Then in location 010E, we have code 8A, 04, mnemonic move AL, SI, save the new smaller. In location 0110, code E2, F7, label go, we have the mnemonic loop back, which means jump to back until CX becomes 0. Then in address 0112, we have code A2, 51 and 02, mnemonic move square bracket 0251, AL, which means store smallest number in memory. And lastly, we have the location 0115, mnemonic code is CC, and the mnemonic is INT3, which means interrupt program. At effective memory address 0111H, there is a backward displacement of 9, that is, displacement is -9, its 2's complement is F7. At 010D, effective memory address 02 is forward displacement. The given data array is 54, 83, 59, A2, 86, and B9. These numbers are hexadecimal numbers, and the data stored in the location is 0200, we have the 06 count, and in 0201 we have 00H. In 0202 we have 54H. In 0203 we have 83H. In 0204 we have 59H. In 0205 we have A2H. In 0206 we have 86H. In 0207 we have B9H, and the result is stored in location 0251H, which is 54H. Next comes sum of a series of a 16-bit numbers. So we have to find sum of a series of 16-bit numbers. We'll start with the location, effective address 0101. The code is B8, 00 and 00. Mnemonic move AX, 0000. We have initialized the sum as 0000. In address 0104, we have the code BE, 01 and 02. Mnemonic move SI, 0201, which means memory address in SI. Now comes the effective address 0107. The code is 8B0C. Code is mnemonic is move CX, square brackets SI, which means count is in CX now. Next location 0109. Mnemonic code 46. Label back. Mnemonic INC SI, which means increment SI. Then 010A, we have the code 46. Mnemonic INC SI, which means increment SI. Then at location 010B, we have the code 03 and 04. Mnemonic add AX, square brackets SI, which means add next number to previous sum. Then at location 010D, we have the code E2 and FA. Mnemonic loop back, which means jump to back until CX becomes 0. Then address 010F, code is A3, 01 and 03. Mnemonic is move square bracket 0301, AX, which means store the sum in memory. And lastly, we have the location 0112 with the code CC and the mnemonic INT3, which means interrupt program. So we have taken a series of numbers 5893, 3B61 and 439A. The data stored is in location 0201 we have the count 3. In 0202 we have 00. In 0203 we have 93H. In 0204 we have 58H. In 0205 we have 61H. In 0206 we have 3BH. In 0207 we have 9AH. In 0208 we have 43H. And the result is stored in location 0301 8EH, and in 0302 we have B7H. At the location 010E, there is a backward displacement of 6, that is -6, and its 2's complement is FE. Now comes sum of a series of a 16-bit number, and the sum will be 32 bits. So we'll start with the program address 0101. The code is B8, 00 and 00 with the mnemonic move AX, 0000 to We have initialized the sum as 0000. Then the address is 0104. The code is BB00 and 00. Mnemonic move BX comma 0000. The MSBs of the sum is 0000. At the address 0107, we have the code BE01 and 02. Mnemonic move SI comma 0201H. Memory address is in SI now. In location 010A, we have the code 8B0C. Mnemonic move CX comma square brackets SI. The count is in CX. Location 010C, we have the code 46, label back, mnemonic INCSI, which means increment SI. In effective address 010D, code 46, mnemonic INCSI, which means increment SI. Then in location 010E, the code is 03 and 04. Mnemonic is add AX comma SI, which means add next number to previous sum. In location 0110, code is 73 and 01. Mnemonic is JAE go, which means jump to go if CF is equal to 0. Then at location 0112, the code is 43. Mnemonic is INCBX, which means add carry to MSBs of sum. Next location is 0113. The code is E2 and F7. They will go mnemonic loop back, which means jump to back until CX equal to 0. At location 0115, we have the code A3, 01 and 04, which with the mnemonic move square bracket 0401 comma AX. So we'll store the LSBs of the sum in memory. And at location 0118, we have the code 89, 1E, 03 and 04, and the mnemonic move square bracket 0403 comma BX. So we'll store the MSBs in sum in memory. And lastly, we have 011C, code is CC, and the mnemonic is INT3, which means interrupt the program. So here we are adding the numbers 94B5, 69A8, and E142. This is a series of 3 numbers, and the result will be a 32-bit number. The data is stored in location 0201, we have the count 03. In 0202, we have 00H. In 0203, we have B5H. In 0204, we have 94H. In 0205, we have 89H. In 0206, we have 8H. In 0207, we have 42H. In 0208, we have E1H. The result is stored in location 0401, we have 60H. 0402, we have 1EH. 0403, we have 02H. And in 0404, we have 00H. At the location 0114H, there is a backward displacement of 9, that is -9, and H2's complement is F7. At the location 0111H, there is a forward displacement of 1. We'll move over to the next program, which is block move or relocate byte move. So here we'll start with the effective address 0101, mnemonic code FC, and the operand is CLD. This is the clear direction flag, DF. Then at location 0102, we have BE00 and 02 as the code. Mnemonic is move SI, 0200, which means source address in SI. Then at location 0105, we have the code BF02 and 03. Mnemonic is move DI, 0302, which means destination address in DI. We have initialized the addresses in SI and DI. Now in location 0108, we have the code 8B and 0C. Mnemonic move CX, square brackets SI. So we have initialized the count in CX. Then in the effective address 010A, mnemonic code is 46. Mnemonic INCSI, which means increment SI. Again in location 010B, we have the code 46, INCSI, increment SI. Then at location 010C, we have A4 as the code, label back, mnemonic move SB, which means move byte. So this is an assembler. directive move SB. At address 010D, we have the code E2 and FD mnemonic loop back, which means jump to back until CX becomes 0. And at the last, we have INT, which means interrupt program. So the data stored is in location 0200, we have the count 05. In 0201, we have 00H. In 0202, we have 94H. In 0203, we have 86H. In 0204, we have 25H. In 0205, we have 78H. In 0206, we have 69H. And the result is stored in location 0302, which is 94H. In 0303, we have 86H. In 0304, we have 25H. In 0305, we have 78H. And in 0306, we have 69H. The instruction move SB moves byte from the memory location addressed by SI to the memory location addressed by DI. After the execution of move SB instruction, SI and DI are automatically incremented by 1 if the direction flag DF is 0. The DF flag has already been cleared in the beginning of the program. At 010E, effective memory address FD is the 2's complement of backward displacement, which is -3. Similarly, we can make some more programs, and we can have a practice of it in the simulator. Thank you for now, and we have completed the module 3. In the next video, we'll start with the module 4. That means the various kinds of ICs which will be interfaced with microprocessor 8085 and 8086. Thank you as of now.